Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Luis Mayor. I'm project manager at the ISEKI-Food Association, and I'm going to show you some results on the focus group and survey about the skill gaps in the fields project. These activities are included in the Work Package 1 Skill Needs Identification, coordinated by ISEKI-Food Association. And the main objective of this work package is to establish a general overview of the agriculture, forestry, and related sectors in order to define present and future skill needs. This work package has 5 tasks, and we are going to focus in task 1.3, country and European Union focus groups, and task 1.4, bottom-up surveys. So the main objective of the focus groups was to gather information about the skill needs in agriculture, forestry, food industry, and forest-based industry in the skills addressed in this project: sustainability, digitalization, bioeconomy, and soft skills. Also to identify existing and missing training, identify as well target groups, and the best methods to deliver the training. We had 11 focus groups from May to July 2020, 9 at national level, 2 at European level, policy issues, forestry sector. And the focus groups at national level was to have at least 5 of the stakeholders indicated in the table on the right. We prepare guiding questions, focus group conduction recommendations, and some important skill lists on the skills addressed in this project, and also in business entrepreneurship. And in task 1.4, the objectives of the task were mainly the same compared with task 1.3. The objective was to assess skill needs, and training methods in the agriculture, forestry, and food industry sectors. But here we consider also the outcomes of the focus groups in the design of the questionnaire. And we also provided input for the following task, future trends analysis, by including a section called Business Insights with information on challenges, trends, models, and tools related to the business. The questionnaires was run between December 2020 and January 2021. And we collected more than 500 questionnaires, most of them from the European Union countries. So, as I said, in the questionnaire and the focus group, we collected different information, not only skill needs, but in this presentation, we focus on the skill needs analysis, okay? So, in the focus groups, we asked participants to indicate the 10 most important skills from the list provided, the most important skills in general for all the categories, why they selected these skills, and if the skills needed training. In the survey, participants rated the top 5 most important skills per category obtained in the focus groups, okay? And also if the skills needed training as well. The analysis was done by category of skill, by working sector, farmers, cooperatives, food industry, foresters, and forest-based industry, and by country, including these countries organizing focus groups. We also asked information on missing skills in the lists, in the case of focus groups, and missing skills in the questionnaire, in the case of the questionnaire. So I'm going to show a brief summary of the analysis performed. First of all, in this slide, you can see the analysis of the skill needs by skill category. In this case, is sustainability. You can see on the left the most important skills identified in the focus group for the sustainability category. The x-axis shows this ranking was done collecting all the rankings of all the participants, okay? And the x-axis shows the number of participants of the focus groups that cited as a specific skill. In the right, you will see that we have we prepared in the questionnaire, we grabbed the top 5 skills of the focus groups, in this case, mitigation and adaptation to climate change, bioproducts and co-produce valorization, good agricultural practices, efficient use of resources and logistics, and soil nutrient and health management. And we asked the participants of the survey the relevance of these skills for them and if the skills needed training. Okay. So in view of the graph of the right, you can see the survey confirmed the importance of these skills for survey participants. And related to the needs of training of these skills, important to say that we don't not only in the focus group ask it the most important skills, but also why they were important for them. And in most of times, they commented that the skills needed training. So we can say in general that for the list on the left, the most important skills, when we say most important skills, also we say skills that need training, considering the focus group's point of view. In the survey, we had a specific question saying if the skill needs training, and we can see a relevant amount of people that considered that the skills needed training, perhaps a bit overrated because the format of the questionnaire was not clear if they were able to ask both questions at the same time. So perhaps it would be expected a higher rate of the skills need training question. Anyway, it's seen that it's an important share of respondents. The same analysis, but in this case for digitalization, we can see that in the focus group by far, the most important skill related to digitalization is everyday usage of digital technology to communicate, followed by data handling and analysis, farm management information systems, e-commerce and e-marketing, and field operation manager systems. As you can see in the graph of the right, for the survey respondents, these skills or set of skills were also important for them. And they perhaps indicated that 2 of the 5 needed more training, data handling and analysis, and farm management information systems. We also analyzed the skill needs by the sector, the working sector. You can see as example here, the most important skills for the agricultural sector and the food industry sector, always in the focus group point of view. We can see similarities, okay? For example, for both groups, the most important skill was business planning, model, and strategic management. And also for both, 2 skills related to communication and, sorry, let me use, and everyday usage of digital technology to communicate are important in both groups. And then we find interesting differences. For example, that for the agriculture sector, sustainability skills in green and digital skills in orange are more important compared with the food industry sector, in which business entrepreneurship skills in pink and soft skills in yellow are more important. We also analyzed the skill needs by country, considering all the working sectors as a whole. And we found, for example, we have the Spanish-Portuguese focus group and the Irish focus group. We see quite a lot of similarities between them. Okay, business planning, model, and strategic management. Okay, always the most important in all the analysis, or the most important. Good agricultural practices, the skill generation, storage, and use of renewable energies, communication are common skills. But we see that for the specific case of the Spanish focus group, Spanish-Portuguese focus group, we find the water issue here, okay? And it's proved because we see in important places of the ranking, the water management skills and the digital irrigation control system skills, okay? These water skills were also found in Greece, for example, and in reasonable countries where the water is quite a problem or will be in the future. Regarding missing skills in the focus group list and survey, Common findings, for example, skills related to communication were not in the list, these skills. Communication and engagement with consumers, markets, and society. Language are important for the focus group participants and the survey participants. English, neighbor countries' languages, Chinese for the forestry global market, improving the stakeholders' interaction, and also for education providers, the ability to connect or to integrate skills and competences during the learning process. So this has been a brief presentation of the analysis of the skill needs. What is next or what has been done with this information? For example, identify skill needs from the scenario analysis perspective in task 1.5. And currently we are using this information to support the creation of new job profiles and their prioritization in Work Package 2. And also in Work Package 2, the development of action plans at national level for training implementation. So thank you very much for your attention. If you have any question, I think at the end of the workshop, we'll be able to answer you. Thank you very much.